When Jamal Rivers exposed the truth about two corrupt officers, the world called him a hero. But heroes don't sleep easy. Because when you uncover one monster in the system, you wake up 10 more. The glow of a laptop flickers across Jamal's tired face. Outside, rain beats against the window like a ticking clock. On his screen, the security footage of Richard Cole's death, now zoomed in frame by frame. The man behind the booth steps into the light. A uniformed figure, older, confident, smiling faintly. A gold badge gleams on his chest. Captain Roy Sanders, head of the Atlanta Police Internal Affairs Division. He was supposed to be the one who cleaned the system. Instead, he built it. Morning. Jamal is awakened by a knock at his motel door. He tenses, peers through the peephole. It's Detective Laura Bishop, her arms still in a sling. He opens the door slowly. You're lucky I found you before they did. Who's they? Sanders has a team. Ex-military, off-record. They've been cleaning house since the files went public. You mean silencing people? Anyone tied to the Cole investigation is disappearing, including witnesses, including cops. They sit across from each other at a small diner, ironically, much like the one Jamal used to work in. Bishop slides a folder across the table. Inside, photos of men in tactical gear, all wearing police insignias. Meet Unit Echo. They report directly to Sanders. When he took over internal affairs, he erased every trace of complaints linked to racial crimes. For decades, he covered for them. He trained them. Jamal clenches his jaw. Then we take him down. Not without proof. And the only copy left of his private records is locked in his personal archive, buried under Police HQ. Night. Parking lot outside Atlanta PD headquarters. Rain pours. Police scanners hum in the distance. Jamal and Bishop sit in an unmarked sedan, planning their entry. You'll need to get to sublevel 3. That's where he keeps unregistered files. You'll have 5 minutes before security resets. And if we're caught, you'll vanish. Like the others. They lock eyes. No turning back. Inside the building, fluorescent lights hum over polished floors. Jamal moves through the maintenance tunnels, guided by Bishop's voice through an earpiece. Left corridor, 2 cameras ahead. Disable them. He hacks into a junction box. The lights flicker, and the cameras blink off. He reaches a heavy steel door marked Restricted Access, Clearance Level 7. Jamal slides the stolen badge Bishop gave him through the reader. The lock clicks. Inside, rows of shelves, sealed boxes, old hard drives labeled Echo, Black River, Helios. But one folder stands out, stamped, Confidential, Project Unity. He opens it. Inside are photos of both Cole brothers. And his brother, Aaron Rivers. Except this photo isn't from 1998. It's dated 2019. Aaron Rivers was supposed to be dead for 25 years. But what Jamal found next shattered everything he thought he knew. Inside the folder, a document labeled Subject A-17, Behavioral Reconstruction Test. Attached, a DNA scan, and a video file. Jamal clicks play. The footage shows a sterile lab. Monitors flashing. And in the center, a man restrained to a chair. The camera pans closer. He's older, worn, but unmistakable. Aaron Rivers. Alive. Memory imprint is unstable. Subject doesn't recall prior identity, but emotional patterning remains intact. He responds to the trigger name. Echo. Jamal's hand trembles. Oh my God, what did they do to you? Suddenly, footsteps echo from the hallway. Jamal hides behind a row of shelves. The door opens, and in walks Captain Roy Sanders, flanked by 2 men from Unit Echo. He's calm, smiling. You should have stayed a waiter, son. Now look what you've gotten yourself into. Jamal holds his breath. Wipe the servers. The experiment's in tonight. No survivors. They begin torching boxes, smashing drives. Then Sanders stops, picking up the folder Jamal left open. He smirks. Guess curiosity runs in the family. Jamal bursts from cover, grabbing one of the guard's batons and striking Sanders across the jaw. He sprints for the door as alarms blare. Bullets ring out, sparks fly off metal walls. He dives through the stairwell, sliding down railings, the building shaking with chaos. Bishop's voice shouts through his earpiece. Jamal, get out. They're sealing the building. He's alive, Bishop. My brother's alive. What are you talking about? They kept him. They experimented on him. Project Unity. It wasn't about control. It was about resurrection. The line goes dead. Outside, rain pounds the pavement as Jamal bursts through the exit. Unit Echo vehicles block the street. He runs into the alleyways, dodging bullets, blood mixing with rain. He dives behind dumpsters, breath heavy, clutching the Project Unity folder tight. He's cornered. Then a hand grabs him. He spins around its Bishop. Come on. I've got a car. They sprint into the night, tires screeching as bullets shatter glass behind them. Inside the car, soaked and trembling, Jamal flips open the folder again. They called him Echo. Said his memory's gone. If he's alive, we can find him. But not tonight. They'll expect you to run. Then we don't run. We hunt. As they drive through the rain, Jamal checks the documents again. But one page is missing. The one with Aaron's DNA signature. He looks up at Bishop. Where's the rest of it? She doesn't answer. Laura? She glances at him in the rearview mirror. Her eyes, cold. Unfamiliar. I told you before, Jamal, not everyone in this fight is who they say they are. She presses something on the dashboard. A faint beep. Then the screen flashes, tracking device activated. Jamal's face drains of color. I needed you to find him. Now, they'll take care of the rest. The car locks automatically. Outside, headlights appear in the distance. Black SUVs racing toward them. The truth Jamal uncovered wasn't the end of corruption. It was the beginning of something engineered. Something larger than life and death. Because sometimes, the ones who save you are the ones sent to deliver you. The camera zooms in on Jamal's terrified eyes as the SUVs close in. He looks down at the last page of the file, the one Bishop left behind. It reads, Project Unity Phase 2 Activation. Subject A-17 Retrieval. And beneath it a date. Tomorrow. The screen cuts to black. When truth becomes too dangerous to tell, they don't silence the story. They reprogram the storytellers. Jamal Rivers thought he'd found his brother. But what he really found was the doorway to something that should never have been opened. He's cornered. A metal door hisses open. Jamal is dragged inside, wrists bound, face bruised from the ambush. The room is stark white, humming with cold light. They called it Facility Echo. No records. No coordinates. Just a graveyard for failed experiments. Across the glass wall stands Captain Roy Sanders, flanked by technicians in sterile suits. Welcome home, Mr. Rivers. You've caused quite a stir. Where's my brother? He's in recovery. But you'll see him soon, after we finish synchronizing your data. Machines hum. On a monitor, Jamal's DNA compares against Subject A-17. A match, 98.7%. Two guards wheel in a containment pod. Inside, frosted glass, faint heartbeat. The glass clears. 25 years of death rewritten into 25 minutes of silence. Inside the pod sits Aaron Rivers, alive, but wrong. His eyes glow faint blue. Veins pulse with light. J. Jamal, they told me you were dead. I was. Then they rebuilt what was left. He looks past Jamal to Sanders. You shouldn't have brought him here. He's not ready. A side door opens. Detective Laura Bishop steps in, hair tied back, uniform crisp. No sling. No limp. You were working with them all along. I was working before them. Project Unity needed field control. I was recruited to contain exposure. And you did beautifully, until you started caring. Sanders nods. Guard sees Bishop. You think killing the story kills the truth? It multiplies it. Alarms sound. Aaron convulses, monitors spike. Subject A, 17 neural sync, incomplete. The imprints rejecting the code. Then use Rivers. He's the genetic mirror. Guards force Jamal toward the console. Wires clamp onto his arms. Blue light floods the chamber. Two brothers, one born, one rebuilt, connected by the same pain, the same code, and the same lie. Aaron looks at Jamal through the glass. They want my empathy. They think they can copy it. Then give them something they can't control. Aaron closes his eyes. The lights surge. Machines overload. Sparks rain down. Shut it down. Too late. The brothers' heartbeats sink. A pulse of blue light bursts outward, shattering glass. Smoke fills the lab. Sanders lies unconscious. Bishop crawls toward Jamal, coughing. You broke the link. No. He did. He looks toward the empty pod. Aaron's gone. Only a smear of light remains, drifting like static. Sometimes resurrection isn't life returning. It's conscience escaping. Jamal finds a single monitor still working. A file autoplays, Aaron's voice. If you're hearing this, I've taken their network. But they have a backup, something called Phase 3. It's not about cloning anymore. It's about control. Of everyone. Coordinates flash across the screen. Those are inside Washington. They're moving federal. Then it's not just a local cover-up. It's national. Sirens wail. More guards flood the corridors. We can't outshoot them. We outsmart them. She slams an emergency lever. The sprinklers activate. Liquid nitrogen floods the air. Frost crawls up the walls. They run through freezing mist, slipping through a maintenance tunnel as explosions tear through the facility. Above them, a military chopper circles the compound. Inside the tunnel, Jamal stops to catch his breath. He looks down at his hands, blue veins faintly glowing under the skin. Jamal, terrified whisper. No. When the systems merged, you didn't just break the link. You inherited it. In trying to destroy the machine, Jamal had become its living copy. They emerge miles away, dawn breaking over the horizon. Helicopters swarm the burning compound in the distance. Bishop hands Jamal a burner phone. Those coordinates Aaron sent. We follow them. But first, you need to learn what's inside you. If he's alive, I'll find him. If he's gone, I'll finish what he started. She looks at him, half fear, half respect. Then Jamal's phone vibrates. Unknown number. A text appears. Welcome to Phase 3, Mr. Rivers. He looks up, drones dotting the morning sky like black stars. They rebuilt a conscience once. Now they want to rebuild the world. The camera pulls back. Jamal's veins flicker brighter, mirroring the drones overhead. The system was built to control conscience, to rewrite empathy itself. But when Jamal Rivers tried to destroy it, he became its last living fragment. Now, as Phase 3 begins, the code isn't in a machine anymore. It's inside him. A convoy glides through darkened streets. Sirens echo faintly. Drone lights shimmer like blue fireflies over the Capitol. In a black SUV, Jamal stares out the window. Blue light pulses beneath his skin, faint and rhythmic. Beside him, Detective Laura Bishop reloads her pistol, grim but focused. The coordinates Aaron sent, they lead here. Meriton's federal branch. If we shut down their servers, we end it all. End it, or release it. She glances at him. You're changing, Jamal. Maybe I'm evolving. Inside the federal compound, alarms pulse faint red. Metal corridors hum with power. Phase 3 wasn't a weapon. It was a beginning, a plan to embed emotional obedience into every connected mind. Through the cameras, security feeds flicker. Dozens of unconscious technicians sit in chairs with neural headsets, faces peaceful, eyes glowing faint blue. They're sinking human empathy into data. No, they're erasing it. He grips his chest, veins pulsing brighter, his heartbeat syncing with the server's rhythm. A console lights up. Static morphs into a voice. Jamal, you found it. Jamal, stunned. Aaron, not exactly. They uploaded my consciousness into the network before the facility burned. I'm what's left of me. Bishop looks at the monitors. The blue network patterns begin forming Aaron's face in digital light. Sanders wanted to erase free will. I tried to stop him. But now, only you can. Tell me how. You have the code in your blood. The final version. If you connect to the core, you can rewrite it. But you'll have to become part of it. You're saying he'll die? No. He'll change everything. The building trembles. Floodlights slice through the storm outside. Black SUVs surround the compound. Captain Sanders steps out, flanked by armed corporate operatives. Stand down, Rivers. You don't understand what you're carrying. Inside, Jamal stares at the massive glass sphere humming in the chamber's center, the core. Blue plasma spins within, alive with flickering data streams. He's right. I don't understand it. But I know what it was built to take. And I know what it needs to give back. He walks toward it. Bishop grabs his arm. You don't owe this world your life, Jamal. Maybe not. But it owes my brother his. He places his glowing palm on the core. The room erupts in light. His veins became circuits. His pulse became signal. And in that signal was everything the world forgot how to feel. Montage. Projected memories flicker across the walls. Aaron laughing as a child. Naomi Walker's speech from years ago. Danielle Meyer's blue-veined hand pulsing with empathy. Every victim of the Helios and Unity projects. Their faces appear like digital ghosts. Empathy cannot be programmed. But it can be remembered. He wasn't erasing the system. He was rewriting it. Sanders storms into the chamber, firing. Bullets hit the core, energy bursts outward, throwing everyone off their feet. Sanders, screaming. You think you can control conscience? Jamal, eyes glowing. Not control. Remind. He looks up, blue light flaring from his pupils. The shockwave expands through every monitor, every satellite, every connected device on Earth. Cut to global montage. A police officer lowering his weapon mid-arrest, tears welling. A CEO stepping down during a live broadcast. A child helping a stranger in a flooded street. For the first time in history, humanity felt the same heartbeat. The echo of what it meant to care. When the light fades, Bishop blinks through the smoke. The core is shattered. The room is still. Jamal is gone. Only a faint blue mist drifts through the air, then disperses like breath in winter. Bishop kneels, whispering, "He did it. No, we did." The monitors go dark. Daylight. The world looks changed, cleaner, quieter, somehow calmer. News headlines. Unity Act repealed. Meriton dissolved under Global Ethics Tribunal. The Echo Movement, a new era of empathy. They called it the Echo Event. No one could explain it. A network pulse that stopped wars, exposed corruption, and made strangers weep for people they'd never met. But those who were there knew who started it. Bishop walks along the same riverbank where the story began. The water glimmers in soft blue light under the morning sun. She tosses a flower into the current. "Rest easy, Jamal. The world remembers now." A faint ripple glows across the water. A reflection forms. Jamal's face. Smiling. Peaceful. Then a voice. "It's not over. Empathy must be chosen." Every day, the reflection fades. As Bishop turns to leave, a man steps from the shadows. A figure in a dark suit with a faint blue light under his skin. He's older, familiar. They thought the code died with Jamal. But conscience, once awakened, never dies quietly. The man smiles, his eyes glowing faintly. Phase 4 is already running. He drops a black drive into the river. As it sinks, thousands of screens across the world flicker blue. The same light that once saved humanity, now spreading again, uncontrolled. It began with prejudice. It ended with empathy. And somewhere between the two, humanity found its soul again. But the code always learns. Camera pans upward. The world below shimmering with faint blue veins of light, like circuitry under skin. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Like, share and subscribe to this channel for amazing true crime contents like this.